All I'm saying is it's happening. And I don't care. If you don't believe me, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to listen to a thing I say. This is a free country. Yeah, well, it's supposed to be. It is as of 2020, when Trump signed a new Declaration of Independence. Oh, that's right. Go look that up. DuckDuckGo.
I'm sorry, you think Trump signed the real Declaration of Independence in 2020? Where do you get your news? This guy?
Where do you get your news now?
I watch Fox News, Newsmax. I refuse to watch other stations. I still watch the local news. Actually, 30 minutes in the morning, local news is all I ever watched in my whole life. Never voted in my life. But, it's like, I think he's waking up America. And
Waking up America to what? Maybe he can elaborate.
And America's starting to realize, we don't have free and fair elections. The Justice Department ain't blind. It's like they're indoctrinating our children. And so I think he's waking up America big time.
Well, at least he's better than this person.
Which news do you watch now mostly?
Now, I don't watch any of the news.
Where do you get your...
I go on Michael Knowles and iPods, and now I'm on Twitter with Carson Tucker, things like that, because I want to know everything.
Michael Knowles, Carson Tuckler. She doesn't even know his name. She meant Tucker Carlson, but Carson Tuckler sounds better. Let's go with Carson Tuckler, who's got shows on Twitter now. So she gets her news from there. She gets her news from iPods. I think she meant podcasts. But maybe there's an iPod out there that gives out conspiracy theory news. I don't know. The point is, these people are nuts. And the point is that they've gone down this conspiracy rabbit hole, and it's very funny. It's easy to make fun of them, but at the same time, it's very dangerous because they have zero faith in government or news, and they have total faith in people like Carson Tuckler, who is a conspiracy theorist feeding person. I don't think Carson Tuckler actually believes his own conspiracies, but he tries to spew it on these people, like he did when he took the footage from January 6th and he just showed all the non-incriminating footage. Like he showed the back door of the Capitol where there was no activity happening and was like, see, look, they were tourists. It would be like if I took footage from the 9/11 terrorists and just showed them getting out of the taxi to go into the airport. Go, look, they were just tourists going on a trip. They didn't do anything. But people like this lady choose to believe it, or the guy before. The guy before was just spewing all the stuff that your Carson Tucklers and your Mike Knowleses tell them. They're indoctrinating our children. They are coming after you from the border. They are. They want to teach us critical race theory so that white kids feel that they're guilty of slavery. All of that stuff. It's just spewing. The Justice Department is not so blind with their justice after all. Spew what you hear and go down the rabbit hole and don't believe what you saw with your own eyes. We saw with our own eyes on January 6th. They tried to overthrow democracy. But for these people, no, that was not the case. The case was that the Justice Department, somehow FBI, remember all the theories they were coming up with? Like the day of their theory was, on January 6th, the day of their theory was that it was Antifa that was dressed as MAGA. And then after that, they said, no, it was the FBI with moles in the crowd getting these people to attack the Capitol. Then the people who attacked the Capitol were just tourists. It's all excuses, and it's all a bunch of crap. And all you got to do is put one speck of doubt in their minds, these people's minds, and they go with you. They go down the rabbit hole, and they decide to trust the biggest liar and biggest ringmaster of all, Donald Trump, who is continuing to lie about him not losing the election. It's funny when you watch these people talk because how stupid they are. I hate calling them stupid, but they really are. But it's also scary because there's a lot of them who believe in this stuff. So what do we got to do? What we got to do is we got to continue to put facts in front of them in the hopes that maybe some will wake up. Some of the people who stormed the Capitol on January 6th have come around and realized that they were used as pawns. So that's a good thing to see. We see some people wake up. Many of them won't. But if we have enough people waking up, and if we have enough people from the Republican Party deciding to put their foot down and not support the crazy maybe this country will have some hope. But if not, then forget it. We're done. Because enough people are making enough excuses and going with these conspiracies that possibly we are headed in the wrong direction. Even though I think many people are pretty logical, they decide to believe in the lies. So, folks, good luck to you. Keep spreading the word. You know, the fact is, we all know Donald Trump committed many crimes. The classified documents crime. They come out with the whole thing of, oh, the FBI set him up. And what about Biden took classified documents and Pence took classified documents? The difference is when Pence and Biden were asked to return it, they returned it. Donald Trump's ego is too big to allow him to return the classified documents. He didn't even know what was in the classified documents, but he took them. He's got an ego. January 6th, this whole conspiracy that's come out now of both the federal indictment as well as the Georgia indictment. He was a big mastermind of the whole thing. And yet these people go, no, 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 he doesn't lie. He tells the truth. The irony is that they're listening to the biggest liar of all. In college, we were encouraged to think critically. But now you're having non-critical thinkers try to think critically. And it ain't working out too well. Because they believe in a guy like Donald Trump who never lies. He doesn't lie, whether it's a small lie about, you know, having the biggest crowd at the inauguration or a big lie, like having not lost the election, even though he clearly lost by hundreds of thousands of and millions of votes, actually, if you look at the popular vote. So with that said, folks, good luck. Talk to the crazies in your life. Try to give them some facts. They might not bite, but at least you can try. I'm Maz Jobrani. I have a special on YouTube. It's called The Birds and the Bees. Watch it, enjoy it, share it, and that's it. Let's hope for a better future and less crazy.